Applied econometrics. Why do people raise ethical concerns in doing randomized control experiments in social science research?
So evaluation will be done once it is scientific. Now, once you go to scientific evaluation, obviously there are many. How do you collect data? So take an example that I want to test a medicine, particularly. Answer is, how do I test a medicine? Should I give the medicine to everyone? So how do I do this? Should I give the medicine to the dying one? So this is all the process happens because a medicine is for everyone. So we say, look, let us first develop certain strategy. So that's what used to be. They used to do, and science is already done. So they used to do an animal trial. Now this has been a controversy. A lot of people said, why you are killing all these animals? So nowadays they will say there are simulated models. So nowadays a lot of time they do simulation first. They say don't jump into animal trial because you kill a lot of animals through this trial. So jump into simulation. You do a simulation exercise. What is simulation exercise? Use scientific model, use past data, robust data that already been there, and say, well, does it work? Okay. So a complex logic you may not see. So we use a simulation to see this. So simulation is an example. And a lot of them, this is ex ante. So remember, sometimes it's not all of them ex ante. Sometimes it is ex ante because scientific simulation model exists. If there is no simulation model exists, I cannot do any simulation. The next point is that if I want to do simulation, which is fine, I want to do a simulation. Question is, if it does not exist, what else we do? We said we want to do a evaluation, impact evaluation. And we were said, look, we are going to do an impact evaluation, but not through simulation, but we're going to implement it through a project. So that's what we do. We implement this through a project, and we said from this project, we want to see. So we implement a project in a locality, and we said we divide them into several groups. So this is A, this is B, this is C, this is D, and we'll say, let us try it here, and let us try it there, which means this area, so there is a treatment, and there is a control. Now, some of you thought that treatment and control only exist in randomized trial. Answer is no. Anything you want to do, you need to find out a treatment and a control. So when you have a treatment and control, treatment is B and D, and control is A and C. So we go there, we go to this village. So remember Grameen Bank, for example, when the first experiment was done at Jobra, which is a village near Chittagong University. Then government says, no, do it more. So they went to Tangail and Manikganj. What does it mean? Tangail is B and Manikganj in D. So we went to Tangail and we said, okay, let us implement it here. We went to B, which is Manikganj, and we said, let us do this implementation. And then we said, okay, let us see whether the impact is. So in other words, this treatment and control group has nothing to do with randomized. This is a very simple thing. And we create a equivalent village, which is far away from there. And we said, look, let us go to a Mamunshing or Netrakuna, and we'll compare them. Let us go from Manikganj, let us go to somewhere else, maybe somewhere in Sirazganj, and we'll compare them. So people in Sirazganj has no idea what is happening in Tangail. People in Manikganj has no idea what is happening in, for example, let's say in Netrokona. If these people did not know about it, and we have been doing all of them. So impact evaluation has been going on for many, many years using this method. And this method was there. On the other hand, medical science, they had a different problem. And they said, okay, I want to try a medicine, a new medicine that has been created. So if I have a new medicine that I have created, whom should I give? So we need a human trial. And if you go to the human trial, the question is that how do you choose? So the idea is very simple. Go to a hospital where the patients would come, different groups, and you divide a randomized experiment. Randomized experiment means everyone has equal chance, and we only give the medicine to the people who are picked in the random sample. So this particular method has been used in medical science, in agricultural science, many, many years. That's how exactly in agriculture, when we say we develop rice, Biri 29, what do? They go to a crop field, divide the crop field into two parts, and they said, this is BR 11, this is normal rice, this is normal rice, and this is BR 11. In the same land, same group, so that they test it, whether productivity here is bigger than the here. And this was chosen using what is called samples using randomized experiments. So medical science, agriculture science have been using it for many, many years. So it's not that they are only doing it today. So they have been using it for many, many years in order to understand this. In Bangladesh, for example, when we did the Grameen, we did exactly this, which was not a randomized trial. So now we might find out what is a randomized trial versus non-random trial. In both cases, whether it's a random or non-random, you realize that we have treatment and control, right? In medical science, we use the medicine to these groups, random groups. We monitored them, and we also monitored the other people who did not receive it. And we wanted to see whether the impact is, so let's say the other group, we given other group other medicine, not that they did not, there were no medicine. They were given a different medicine. So there was medicine A, which is already there, and there's a new medicine B, which is under trial. So in medical science, what they used to do, they would give B only to the selected randomized trial group, and they will give A to the rest. Okay, and they will also control it. Control it means everything else for both groups should be exactly same. Ceteris paribus, economics have been using it, so they do exactly the same thing. Same hospital, they will do the treatment. So when you do this randomized trial, you control the rest of the variables. You have only one group, and these are random groups. And then for these people recovered 10%, these people recovered 12%. Question is this recovery statistically different? If this recovery is statistically significant, we say, oh, this is a better medicine than the other one. So realize how RCT works. So this is how, so this is exactly the medical science used to do it, still do it. This is exactly how agriculture science used to do it. Economists were very reluctant. And the reason economists were very reluctant on it is this, that you go to a village, so this is Bangladesh, and we have flood happening right now in Bangladesh. So we have flood. Everyone is affected by flood. And we said, no, we want to give some help, right? So we have designed a experiment. What is the design and experiment? We said, no, we want to give some help to only few groups. These are the people these are the houses. So I'm randomizing it. So we give them, bring it to a shelter. Right? Remember, imagine this is a shelter like what they call, it's a shelter for both human and animals. So we created a new experiment. We said we not only want to protect human being, but we also want to protect animals. So we created a shelter for them. And the rest of them, they said, do whatever you like. So either go to a normal shelter or don't do anything. And that's where the ethical question comes. So we have designed a experiment. What is the design and experiment? We said, no, we want to give some help to only few groups. These are the people, these are the houses. So I'm randomizing it. So we give them, bring it to a shelter. Right? Remember, imagine this is a shelter like what they call, it's a shelter for both human and animals. So we created a new experiment. We said we not only want to protect human being, but we also want to protect animals. So we created a shelter for them. And the rest of them, they said, do whatever you like. So either go to a normal shelter or don't do anything. And that's where the ethical question comes. So remember the difference between the case one, which is medical science case, and whether this one. Is it ethically correct? Because see, remember this Grameen case. These are hundreds of cases economists have been doing. They have experimented in 2 different places and then said, okay, I have a control, but this control, they don't know what is happening here. So that there is no deprivation. Same scenario. This group and this group are equal. However, they did not know what is happening. However, in this case, they know what is happening. One group is said, I'm going to take you to shelter. Other group is say, survive as you like. And we are trying to find out whether this person has a, let's say, 15% in savings of animals. And this group who did not go, who went to only shelter, cyclone shelter, flood center, they had a 10%. And we're saying, oh, maybe this is an effective policy. And that is the ethical question that people have been asking. That should the social science do exactly what the medical science have been doing? This is the same group. Remember, this is not the same group. They're just patient, random order patient. So when you do this versus you do this, a lot of people have been asking significantly tough question. They said, is it ethically correct that you go to the same village and pick one and said, oh, you have been selected lucky 5, and this lucky 5 have been selected for a gift from the government of Bangladesh. What is the gift? That I will build your house. And I want to find out whether this building of house gives you, remember I'm testing, whether this building of your house gives you better resilience against climate change. Remember, all these are real life scenarios. So the question is it fair that his brother who is living next door, you don't give him? Whereas economists used to do this way. They go to a different village, similar group, still a control group, but they had no idea. So these are the ethical issues that has been raised by many people. And I still believe that these are valid ethical reasons. Right? Now, not that someone has created RCT. RCT was there. Medical science have been using it. And that is why a lot of people ask this. So now there is a bypass, and bypass is very simple. That since I have limited budget, I cannot do it. Answer is, these people also had a limited budget. And they did it in two different places so that the other people did not know what is going to happen. In this particular case, you are saying, no, no, no. Other people will look at you. Not only that, the tragedy is this. We prohibit others to come up with new program. Let's take an example that there are two NGO come up with this two preferred programs, NGO 1 and NGO 2. And we will say, you are selected for NGO 2. Can he be selected from NGO 1? Answer is no. You cannot do this. So NGO 1 will discuss with NGO 1 and say, look, I am experimenting it. You cannot go to this village because I want to see whether my policy is effective or not. That is the ethical question economists are raising.
Please subscribe to receive updates on new videos.